So we guys also that so so guys wait wait don't have to know hey, now, okay, so you that now begin so together so uh, this is again uh, like I told you before the EU game is played this way. Okay? This game can be played by either two people, but each person taking on two boxes. Okay? One person can play green at the same time play blue. Okay, the two boxes in the diagonal opposite direction. Okay, and then the other one can play red and yellow. Two people, each person takes on two boxes. That's one way that this EU game can play. The other way is it can be played by three people. How is it played by three people? One person can take on two opponents. Okay, the opponents sit in the positions, and then uh, that you also place the two boxes in the other diagonal direction. For example, one player, the one opponent can play yellow, and the other opponent plays. Now, this one player, he also play green and blue at the same time. Okay? All the boxes, whenever this game is played, have to be right. Okay? The other way can be played by four people. And how is it played by four people? The individual game can be played by four people in that one player, let's say, can play blue, the other player red, the other one blue, the other one yellow, and the other green. Three, four players can play the game. But then two players have to play together always. For example, the player playing red always plays together with the player playing. That is the position. Okay? Player red cannot play together with, let's say, red and blue cannot play together. Okay? And green and yellow cannot play together. It's always red playing together with yellow passing blue and green. Okay? That's how the game is the position. Now, to start the game has to be started by tossing. If the team have an empire, okay, the empire will toss, or maybe the team will select, they said, okay, you toss and this. So when the player tosses the dice, okay, when the player tosses the dice and reviews the number that is reviewed, that's the number of the side which is to start. For example, one side is considered as the odd numbers. For example, 1, 5, and 3. Let's say this side is odd and this side is even. So if any number like 2, 4, 6 appears, it means it's the turn of this side. But if any number like 1, 3, and 5 appears, it's this side which is supposed to start. Now, the game is played in the clockwise direction. See, it's played like this. For example, after green, it is supposed to be yellow next. After yellow, it's supposed to be blue next. After blue, it's supposed to be red. It's in the clockwise direction. That's another point that you have to master. Another question would be is how do I determine who starts? For example, if we toss, let's say 6, okay, and one of us, each of us, the partner, everyone wants to start. So what happens? Now it is up to the two players to decide who starts. But then if they take time without deciding, now their opportunity can be passed on to the other side. Okay? Because when they waste time and then the umpire counts from 1 to 3, they have to tell them, hand over the team to the next person. So they have to decide which of them has to start. There's no need for them to toss again. If it is even, that you feel like now it's even. This is 4. So this side has to start. Okay? And, how does the game start? Now, the game starts when it is tossed. When it is tossed, now they have tossed. It means now the game has started after tossing. Okay? And 20-minute time wasted, there are a few minutes which are given the player to play their moves. Okay? And if they play, the umpire will start counting from 1 to 3 and then order the next person to take over the turn playing. And this player will not play the don't require the other time. So now it is this side which is supposed to start. Now, about how do we toss the dice? That's a very important subject. Now, in the EU Ludo game, it is permitted, to toss the dice by just covering it. Okay? It is permitted, you can shake, you take the dice, and then you toss by covering it. That one is permitted. It is also permitted to shake the dice, okay, without putting it, okay, and then to place it like this. It's also permitted. But it's also permitted to shake the dice and then you drop. Now, in this case, when you drop it, you must drop the dice when the cup is at least some distance above the board. Or you can toss and then push the dice to the board. Okay, that one also can work. But then it's not normally like to do it like this. Then you try to, okay, that one is not permitted. That one is not permitted. Like if you want to push, the dice has to go over the board on the other side. So those are some of the regulations that you have to follow when you get the game. Now, the rule number 1 is that button to come out of the start playing, that button must have a 6. For example, I'm starting with B playing the game. So I'm starting with B, and then I'll play one time, I'll play 4 times. Okay, I have to play 4 times. That's a 6. So now, with a 6, the button can move to the starting point. Okay, when a 6 appears. And then when you play a 6, you're supposed to play the second time. So, number 1, but that playing must have a 6 apart. So I play a 6, and then I play 5. So I move up to 5. Okay, so I hand over the die to yellow. Now it is the turn of yellow to come and play. Yellow plays nothing. So yellow hands over the dice to blue. So it is blue's turn now to play. Yes, blue play nothing. So blue hands over to red. Okay. Now it's the turn of red. Red plays nothing. So red hands over green. Okay. Now it's the turn of green. Green. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So green plays. Now, before you hand over rule number 2, when you are playing, hold your can until you finish playing. Never don't hand over your dice. Don't hand over the can, the next opponent, until you've finished moving. If you hand over the dice to the next person before you finish playing, that one, it means you've not moved, even if you move as quick as possible. This is how it works. If I play 3, like I played 3 here, okay, and after playing 3, okay, your board is on board. So I first pick the dice and give it to the player and start moving. Okay. If the player reports that you've not moved, it means you've not moved. Because when you hand over the dice, rule number 2 to hand over the dice, you must have completed play. So if you hand over the dice and then you play, the opponent can decide, okay, to say you will not play. Okay, so that's rule number 2. Before you play, before you hand over the can, finish playing your pieces. Okay, so now we go to yellow, and it's yellow's turn. That fits. So the other part is if you are picking the can and a number flashes out, any dice, if the numbers are revealed when after you've picked the can, if the opponent decide to accept those those numbers that have been revealed, you have to play them. Okay? So rule number 3, when any number appears on board, the opponent reserves the right to accept or reject them. Either you've tossed the dice or it's played up by itself. So in that case, that one also you have to keep notice. That's rule number 3. When you are playing and numbers flash out without your intention, the opponent reserves the right to accept the numbers that have been exposed. Okay, so it's now time for yellow. So yellow played 5, 6, and then 5. So now after we hand over to blue. So it is blue's time. So now what to do? 5, nothing. Red. Red takes the card. Nothing. Green. Green takes the card. Nothing. Yellow. Yellow takes the card. Nothing. Okay. You know what happened here? Now, I played. Okay? I played, but I did not move the button. Okay? I did not move the button. So, rule number 4, the referee does not make verdicts, does not make any verdict until there is a petition. Okay? If nobody has issued a petition, the referee does not make any verdict. So I played, I did not move, but when yellow got the can, yellow just played. Okay? So this button should have, let's say, it was supposed to go back in the house because it did not move. When the button does not move, it has to go back in the house. Okay? But then it is not the referee. The referee does not make a verdict until there is a petition. So in that case, green did not move, but there was no petition made. So now, once the numbers have been revealed, you cannot make a petition. Rule number 6. When you're trying to report and you reveal any number, you cannot make a petition. Okay? Like now, I have already played 1, and after playing 1, I realized that green did not move. Because I've already revealed the numbers, I cannot petition that this button be taken back into the house. So I simply have to move my 1 over and over my dice. So it's the turn of blue. So blue, face, nothing. Turn for red. Red face, then nothing. So it's turn for green. So green play 5. So I count 5, and then I hand over the count to 0. Okay? So it's time for 0, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hand over to blue. So it is time for blue to play. Nothing. 3. Hand over to red. Nothing. Hand over to green. It's green's time to play. 4. Play 4. Hand over to yellow. So it is the turn of yellow. Now we'll try to play like that. Okay? So it is time for blue. So blue takes the time. And then 5. Nothing. Hand over to red. Red play. Nothing. 4. Hands over green. Green is turn now. 6. Plays again. 2. So plays 6 and then plays 2. Okay. So over and to yellow. Now it is yellow's turn. So yellow play 1. Move. So hands over 2. Blue. Blue's turn now. plays, nothing. 2. Okay, stand for red. Red, nothing. You stand for green. Now green takes over the card. And green plays 4. Okay, so stand for yellow. Yellow takes the card. 1. Yellow moves 1. Now it stands for blue. Blue takes over. 6. Blue plays again. 3. So blue plays 1, 3. And hand over. It turns to red. Stand for red. Red takes over. Red plays 5. Nothing. I don't play 5. Without a 6. Okay. So it's time for green. Green takes over. Green plays 5. Now green has played 5. And when we count 5 here, we can see that yellow has been hammered. Okay. But now, strategically playing, when they are playing like a strategic game, sometimes the first button is strategically important that maybe you let the player maybe throw the first button. So I may decide to let that, I'm going to leave this one yellow button for yellow to go until it drops it. Because I do not want yellow to have 4 buttons on the board. So that is the strategy of this game. When you play this game, you have to make sure that your opponent does not have any side with 4 buttons. Okay? Because when a player has 4 buttons on one side, it means he will be in position to defend himself in the game. So when a player has 1 button move and you have an opportunity to let the button go until it is dropped, it is strategically correct that let the button. So I'm not going to take out the yellow button. I'm just going to do what? To play another side. So I start another button. Now that was green. Hand over the button with yellow. The other reason why I left yellow, because there is this button of what? With what? With that button of blue. Okay? That button of blue, it's now 1 on board. I do not want to move it right now because maybe that one can do defense. Okay, so I hand over to blue. Okay, so it now comes for blue. Blue comes out and it comes for red. Red comes out, it comes for green. Green comes out, green comes with a 3. So I can stay here. Because that's my opponent, that's my patronized home. There's no problem me staying there. So we go to yellow. Yellow plays 6. Ooh. Yellow plays again 4. So yellow plays and then plays a 6. Now that could be something challenging. Yellow is building up. Okay? So it stands for blue. Okay, nothing for blue. And for red. Red, nothing. And for green. So I have to come and destroy this base. Okay, so it's time for yellow. Yellow starts to continue. Okay, then it's time for blue. So blue plays nothing. Time for red. Red plays nothing. Time for green. Green plays 3. So now here close. I need to take out this base of yellow. So yellow plays. Now here yellow has to run. Why? Because the other one is 1 button. If they hit this button, he might go and score that button and finish his wish. So, yellow, run away. So now we come here and blue. Blue brings a 6, brings another 6, again a 2. That one. No, I cannot hit. I cannot hit yellow. So I just bring out one button. Because the reason why I did not bring out all my buttons is because the person in the house is my opponent. I mean, it's my partner. So if I take out 2 buttons, I have to hit the button. Okay. And then when I am moving, I am not supposed to tap any buttons. Okay. So rule number 7, the button that you tap, you must move it. If I tap 2 buttons, it means the opponent has the right to petition that I move both the buttons that I tap on, if it serves their interest. So if you know you're not going to move 2 buttons, don't tap them. So when I touch this one, then touch this one, it means the opponent can tell me, move all the buttons, which means I'll have to move 1, 6, and 2, and then another 6, and I hit my opponent, and the opponent will go back. We are supposed to protect each other and work together as a team. That is blue and green. So it's now time for green. Okay, so we get the button, ready place, nothing. So we go to green, green place, 2. So I have to move out. Move out. So it's time for yellow. Okay, yellow place, 6. Yellow place again, 3. So now here, yellow plays here, and then yellow comes and checks blue here. Okay, so it's time for blue. So blue grabs it and blue plays. That's 6. Blue plays again. That is 5. So blue plays here, and then blue cannot go in front. Cannot go in front of yellow because yellow will hit them. So instead of going in front of the yellow, blue will come in front of green. Okay, so now it's time for red. Red grab it, then nothing. Time for green. Green plays it, drops it, 5. So green drops a 5. Now what happens here? Okay, so when green drops a 5, there's a possibility. Okay, we can just put it there. And it's time for yellow. Okay, yellow plays 6. Woo! Yellow plays again 4. Now we have one problem here. We see that there's a possibility of yellow, of green taking only one button home. Okay, because the other one is blocked behind yellow. So it's now blue. Blue brings a 6. Blue brings a 6 and a 4. We play here a 6, we stay home, and then we play here. Okay, that's for red. Red grab it, red grab it, and play. That's the 4. Nothing. We come to green. Green grab it, play it, a 5. So green has played a 5. Green has played a 5. So this 5, where is green? Green has to hit the opponent. You see? Now here, green has nowhere to play. The only place that green has to play is by hitting the button. Okay? So this button is going to be hit by choice. Blue is going to be hit, without choice. It's not an option. You just have to hit it forcefully. So, blue hits the button because that's the only button that green can play. So, we hand over to yellow. Okay, now yellow play and brings up 4. So when yellow brings a 4, yellow has to decide. If yellow remains behind enemy lines, if yellow remains behind blue and blue closes, yellow might have the same fate as green. Okay, so yellow jumps the paddle and goes this. The pattern is blocked. So it's time for blue to place. That's a 5. So blue has played a 5. Okay, so blue has played a 5. So blue plays a 5 and so what the okay. Red hits nothing. We go to green. Green plays and hits a 3. A 3 is nowhere, just go home. We go to yellow. Yellow plays, brings a 4. Where is the 4 going? The 4 goes here. So we go to blue. We stand for blue. Blue plays and drops a 1. Where is the 1? Blue plays, drops a 1. So blue plays and plays. Red plays and hits a 5. Nothing. Stand for green. Green plays, hits a 5. Green is taking the first button on against his will. So we stand for yellow. Yellow plays and hits a 2. Okay, so yellow hits a 2. Now, the purpose for yellow is not to hit blue. Yellow wants also blue to take another button. So instead of hitting blue, even if the target hit, by strategy, yellow will just lock up here. So it means all these buttons of blue, when they come up, they have to stop here. And this button has to move until it has dropped, except the opponent hits it. Okay, so now the yellow hands over the button to blue. Blue play, hits it. This is blue. Then what the blue has to do now here is that blue has to try to go and take out, save the button. It stands for green. Red play, 6. Red play that is green. So red plays that. So we go to green. Green grabs it. 1. Okay, green can stay there waiting for salvation. So we go to yellow. Yellow plays. That is a 4. So yellow starts here. If yellow starts, it means green will not go home. But I've already tapped. Okay, so when I touch, I have to move. So now I hand over to blue. Stand for blue. Blue plays and brings a 5. Okay, blue plays a 5. Now, when blue plays a 5, it means blue also has to come and try to cover up the opponent. Okay, so it's time for red. Let's play 6. Red plays again 3. Okay, so red puts a 6. Red can hit blue, but these 2 buttons, okay, these 2 buttons, red and yellow, they want them inside. Okay, both of them. So instead of taking it out, red will risk. Okay, and then let it try to go. So it's time for green. So green comes and hits a 1. No movement. Okay. So it's time for yellow. Yellow plays and it drops it. That's a 5. Yellow plays a 5. So yellow just stands over here. Okay. Stand for blue. Blue plays and brings a 4. So when blue brings a 4, blue can decide to hand over this button so that it can be sent back. So that it can be sent back. So it stands for red. plays a 6. Green plays a 8 and a 4. So green plays here, and he also maybe plays here. Okay. So it stands for yellow. Yellow plays. That is a 3. So where is the 3 going? The 3 goes there. Our mission is to jump here. It's time for blue. Blue grabs it. That's a 4. Okay, a 4 for blue. So blue starts. Okay, stand for red. Red grabs it and it's a 4. So it stands for green. Green grabs it and then brings a 4. Okay, green has brought a 4. Green has brought a 4. So because there is red here, green can try to protect these 2 buttons. Okay, we stand for yellow. Yellow grabs it and tosses it and brings 1. So yellow can also start. So it stands for blue grabs it and tosses it. That's a 2 for blue. So blue moves that 2 here. And for red, red grabs it and drops it as 6. Red drops it and a 2. So red plays there and starts there. So it stands for green. Green plays, that's a 4. And okay, green will have to take another button away from yellow. And then yellow takes over. Yellow plays, that's a 4. Yellow plays a 4. Yellow will also have to run 2 buttons. That was not a move. Should have stayed and then well, okay, time for blue. Blue grabs it, a 6. Blue grabs it again, another 6. Blue grabs it again, and a 2. Now, all this, if I can't jump, stand for red. So red grabs it, drops it, then brings the 2 buttons here. Stand for green. Green grabs it, that's a 4. Okay. So we can back here. We go to yellow. Yellow drops it and brings a 6. That's not good. Okay. Yellow tosses again and brings a 3. So a 6 and a 3, it means yellow has to open. Yellow has to open here. Okay. Yellow has to open. So yellow, that's a 6. And then also has to move away from there. So it stands for blue grabs it and tosses a 5. So when blue tosses a 5, blue takes away. Red. Okay. So it stands for red. Red brings a 3. Okay, now red has to jump. So it stands for green. Green, a 6. Green and a 2. So green brings a 6 and a 2. Okay. Green brings a 6 and a 2. So this game is not yet clear. So we will have the first start and not decide to score. Okay, we go to yellow. Yellow brings a 4. And when yellow brings a 4, it means there is a target here. So yellow comes and hits blue. Okay. So blue grabs it and drops it. That's a 4. Okay. So blue passes are not open for yellow. It's dangerous. Hands over the button to hands over the button to where to red. So it's ready to ready place, that's 1. Okay, ready place 1. There. Hand for green. Green place, 2. Green plays 2. So green continues. It's time for yellow. Yellow plays and takes a 1. That is yellow. So yellow takes the other player's one house. Okay. And then hands over the button to blue. Okay. That is a 4. And blue plays a 4. What happens when blue plays a 4? Blue plays a 4. This is the let's go there. So it's time for red. Red plays. And then red plays 1. Time for green. Green plays 1. That's green. Green plays 1. Where green. So green can sneak in here. Okay, it's time for yellow. Yellow plays. And that's a 4. So yellow holds it here. Okay, so it's time for blue. Okay, blue plays 4. That is 4 for blue. Blue cannot open for now. So it's time for red. Red plays. That is a 3. So red plays a 3. We proceed. Green brings a 6. Green brings a 5, a 6, and a 5. So green brings a 5 here and a 6. Okay. It's time for yellow. Yellow comes and plays. That is a 3. So yellow comes over here. So we proceed to blue. Okay. So blue comes, blue plays. That is a 3 for blue. So blue plays there. So we come here, red. Red plays. That is a 5. Okay. So red holds it there. Then we come to green. Green plays. That is a 3. That is a 3 for green. So green takes another button. We come to yellow. Yellow plays. That's a 2 for yellow. So yellow comes over here. Go to blue. Blue plays. That's 1 for blue. So blue plays 1. Blue comes here. We come to red. Red plays a 4. Okay. We come to green. Green plays a 2. A 2 here. We come to yellow. Yellow plays a 6. Yellow plays again. And a 5. Yellow plays a 6. A 5. Okay. So first, yellow plays a 5. Okay. A 6. Okay. So it's time for blue. So blue plays at 3. 3 for blue. So blue comes over. Time for red. Red plays a 5. Where is the 5 going? Let's go here. Time for green. Green plays a 4. Green plays a 4. Now, here is the question. Here is the question. Should we here or there? I think it's time to decide. Okay, so green holds that one. Okay, so it's time for yellow. Yellow plays, that's a 5. Okay, so yellow plays a 5 here. Okay, so it's time for blue. Okay, so blue plays 6. Blue plays again 3. So here blue starts. Red. Red plays a 5. So when red plays a 5, red cannot hit blue. Because when red hits a blue, blue will have more buttons at the starting point. That makes the game difficult. Because blue has now more potential to defend the game. So even if red has the potential of hitting blue, red will just decide to move another button. Okay? So it's no time for green. So red grabs it and plays. That's a 3 for green. time for blue. Blue grabs it, and blue plays at 2. So this is blue. Now it's time for red. Red grabs it at 6. Red grabs it again, and a 1. 6 and 1. Now in this case, red has to beat green. Okay, so it's time for green. Okay, now green grabs it and plays. So green has to play at 4. So green has to open up. Okay, and for white. For yellow. Yellow plays at 6. Yellow plays another 6 and a 3. 6 and a 3. Okay, so this is yellow. So what yellow has to do, has to, this is 3 and this is 6. Not that. Okay, it's time for blue. So blue grabs it and plays at 3. That's blue. So blue starts to move. Okay, time for red. Red plays at 2 and I do not know. Time for green. Green grabs it and plays at 4. So ties the knot, the castle there. Time for yellow. Yellow plays at 2. Where is yellow? Yellow plays at 2 and brings it here. Okay, it's time for blue. Okay, let's play blue now. Blue plays at 5 and hits red. Time for red. Red plays, that's at 2. Okay, red plays at 2 and has to come. Time for green. Green plays at 6. Green plays again and a 5. 3 and a 5. Okay, time for yellow. Yellow plays, and yellow has to take these 4 in because green has entered. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the button. So it's time for blue. Okay, blue plays. That's a 4. So blue moves the 4. Time for red. Red plays 4. So here red has to play at 4. So red has to move the 2 buttons. Okay, it's time for green. Green plays. That's a 5. So green moves with 5. We go to yellow. Yellow plays. That's a 1 for yellow. Where is yellow? Yellow is here. No, not here, sorry. Wrong button. Now in this instance, if there's any target, when yellow has tapped a button which does not belong to the player, okay? Rule number 8. If you are moving a button and you tap a button a color which does not belong to you, and there is any target available on board, rule number 8, the opponent has the right to petition, okay, that you hit any available target on board. Okay, so when you tap a color which does not belong to you, the opponent reserves the right to petition that any button which has a target that may be beneficial to the opponent can petition that you move that button. Okay, so yellow moved a button which belongs to green. Okay, but then realized before handing over the can so they can make changes. So in this case, yellow can say move inside over the button to so blue grabs it, gets it 4. That is 4. So blue moves 4. Time for red. Red grabs it 6. Red grabs it 5. So red hits here and start chasing. Blue time for green. Green grabs it and plays 2. So referee drops the first button. So we come to yellow. Yellow grabs it and it drops. That's yellow. So yellow moves the second button. So we go to grabs it. That is a 4. So blue button and for red, red and it blocks it. Use blue and for green, red grabs it, throws it down, and then hand over the button to yellow. Yellow grabs it, drops it, and then continues to move. So hand over the button. So it's time for blue. Blue grabs it, it's a 4. Blue is now pursuing yellow's yes. Hand for red. Red grabs it and drops it. So when red drops it, now if this button gets a target with blue, we will hit blue and take it back. So to avoid green from taking out blue, yellow, blue trap. That's there. Okay. So stand for green. Grab it and drops it. That's a 6. Green drops another one. That's a 4. Green has nowhere to go. Okay, so it's time for yellow. Now yellow grab it, drop it at 6. Yellow grab it, drop it again at 5. Now in this case, you see that yellow has nowhere to play. Okay, because it's only 6 that can be played. Okay. Now rule number 9 is when a player plays numbers that cannot be moved. When a player plays more than two turns, like 2 plays, which cannot be played, the player has to play the maximum number possible of placing. That the highest number, the highest possible number that the player scored is the one that the player has to move. Like now in this instance, I have played a 6 and a 5. If I play only a 5, that is the foul. It means I have cheated and the button has to go back. So in this instance, I have to play the highest. And the highest in this instance was 6. Okay, so I play only 6 here and stop. Okay, that's rule number 9. So when a player plays more than once and all the numbers that the player has played cannot be moved, the player has to play the highest score that the player tossed. Okay, so now it's time for yellow. Yellow grabbed it. No, it's not yellow. It was blue. So blue grabs it and plays. So blue comes over. So it's time for red. Red grabbed it. Red it. 6. Red grabbed it. 4. Red puts it. So it's time for green. Green grabs it. It's a 5. Nowhere to go. Hands over to yellow. Yellow grabs it. Drops it. That's a 2. So yellow enters the second button. Go to 2. Okay. Blue grabs it. It's it. That's a 6. Blue grabs it again. Drops it. That's another 6. Blue grabs it. Drops it again. That's another 6. 3. Blue grabs it and drops it. That's a 4. Okay. I mean 3, 6, and 1. Okay. So this is how blue is going to be. Number 1 is says I take off one button, play 1, then second 6, and 1. Okay. And then blue plays the second 6. It was there. The second 6 blue plays it here. Okay. So it is time for red. Now red grab it. 5. Red plays a 5. So red plays a 5. Okay. So it's time for green. Green grabs it and drops at 2. So green opens up here. Okay. Now it's time for yellow. Yellow grabs it and hits 1. Yellow hits 1. So when yellow hits 1, yellow has to take away. If yellow takes away blue, it means the 2 buttons are exposed. So yellow instead plays here. Then gives it to blue. Okay. So blue taps it and then fades. That's a 5. Okay. So blue is a 5. And for red, blue taps it and blocks it. That's a 5. For red, red cannot give all the 2 buttons here. So red opens up. But when red opens up, it's dangerous because blue can just close over here. So instead, red decides to take time. Okay, now it's time for green. Green plays, that's a 5. Nowhere. Okay, time for yellow. Yellow plays, that's a 4. So yellow moves. Time for blue. So blue grabs it. That's a 2. That's a 2 for blue. So blue moves. Okay. Red took over. That's a 3 for red. Now red makes things hard. The button on top. So it times for green. Green plays, that's a 5. A 5 for green. Green plays a 5 and the 5 lands here. The 5 lands on yellow. Okay, so it's time for yellow. Yellow plays, that's 1. Yellow plays a 1. And the 1 hits the target. So it's time for blue plays. That's a 2. So blue plays a 2. Blue plays 2. Red takes over. Red plays a 2. Takes out blue. Okay. Not a good button. So green grabs it and plays a 5. So green rushes the second button. And then we stand for yellow. Yellow plays. That's a 2. Yellow goes out of the house. And then go to blue. Blue plays. And that's a 5 for blue. So blue is here. This is red. Red brings a 4. Okay, and then red goes closer. And green. Green plays a 3. A 3 for green. So green takes 1 button first. We come to yellow. Yellow plays. And that's a 1. Okay, yellow plays a 1. So yellow plays a 3. So we go to blue. Blue plays. And that's 4. Okay, so it's a 1-hour match and it's almost ending. So we go to red. Red brings a 3. So at 3, red goes in front. Then it's time for green. Green plays a 1. So green hits red. It's time for yellow. And then the referee says, enough, the game has ended. So the game ends there.